Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Weekend News Roundup. It is Saturday, March 16th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Happy Saturday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Recapping this week's headlines, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has confirmed the tragic demise of local attorney Mr. Jamal Smith, whose lifeless body was discovered at his Manuel Hill residence on Tuesday night with apparent gunshot wounds. The incident, described, and I quote, as suspicious by authorities, has prompted a comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of the 46-year-old. Smith's untimely demise revealed after a thorough search conducted by police following reports of a shooting received via the 911 call center on Monday, March 11th at approximately 7:30 p.m. Now, viewers' initial reports indicated the incident occurred in the Manuel Reef area, prompting officers and an ambulance to respond swiftly. However, upon arrival, police said no evidence of foul play was discovered at the reported location. Police said subsequent investigations led authorities to Smith's residence in the Manuel Hill area on Tuesday, where his body was found. They said, and I quote, he was pronounced dead at the scene. In a response to the incident, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has assured the public of their commitment to conducting a thorough and timely investigation. They have urged anyone with information, regardless of how insignificant it may seem, to come forward and assist in the investigation. Individuals can provide information anonymously through the Crime Stoppers 800-477 or by contacting the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Intelligence Unit at 368-9339. The revelation has sent shockwaves throughout the BVI community, as Smith was a well-known and respected attorney within the legal fraternity. Residents across the territory have since commenced sending condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Smith. Acting Governor David D. Archer was among the first who issued a statement of condolences in an official notice on Wednesday. Archer said Smith will be remembered for his ardent work as a prominent member of the Virgin Islands legal community who gave many years of service to the territory by serving on a number of boards, including the Labor Arbitration Unit. His Excellency Governor Daniel PRUCE has revealed that the cocaine seized in Tuesday's drug bust totals some 1.8 tons at an estimated street value of $180 million. Governor PRUCE congratulated the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force for their involvement in a joint operation on Tuesday, March 5th, which led to the territory's largest drug bust. With assistance from the United States Customs Border Control Unit, both entities managed to have a go-fast vessel intercepted in the vicinity of HODGE's Creek, Tortola, that resulted in the discovery of 1.8 tons of cocaine. Speaking publicly for the very first time since the breakthrough, Governor PRUCE said successful drug seizures and operations of this nature are key to disrupting the drug trade in the BVI.
I wanted to congratulate the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force and their US counterparts for the highly successful operation the night before last, which was able to seize 1.8 tons of cocaine with a street value of $180 million, which were attempted to be brought into the territory on this vessel. The drugs trade is a despicable trade. It destroys lives, it destroys families, it destroys communities. So this seizure has been a very, very significant disruption of that trade. It is the largest ever single seizure in BVI waters.
Governor PRUCE also appealed to the public to provide any information that can assist with the ongoing investigations.
The Virgin Islands Police Force will continue its investigations into this matter, but we all have our part to play. So I'd ask anyone who may have any information about this incident to please share that with the police. Please get in touch via Crime Stoppers. We can all help the police successfully make our territory a safer place.
Members of the public are being reminded of their legal and moral obligations to reporting child abuse in the territory per the Child Abuse Protocol. The Government Information Services explored the topic in a recent video release featuring Program Director for Children and Family Support Services at the Social Development Department, Laurel Freeman.
Well, basically, everyone in the community is a mandatory reporter. It doesn't have to be specific to your profession. However, the child abuse protocol, which was adopted by the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, and the DPP's office, outlined specific professions that are considered mandatory reporters. And this document was signed in October of 2014, and it lists physicians, physician assistants, coroners, registered nurses, nurse practitioners, dental hygienists, dentists, hospital personnel, mental health professionals, police officers, attorneys at law, psychologists, substance abuse counselors, social workers, daycare workers, foster care workers, principal, teachers, counselors, guidance counselors, priests, and clergy. I'll repeat that because we have I think in our community, we sometimes want to deal with issues within the church and do not think that we have a duty to report those issues. So let me just emphasize that the protocol says that priests, clergymen, including Sunday and Sabbath school teachers, are mandatory reporters, including also family members, coaches. So it basically covers everyone in the society. Once you live in the territory, you are a mandatory reporter.
The session also explored the role of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force within this effort.
Police officers have a duty to report any form of crime, whether child abuse or any other crime. Okay? In order, this is for police officers to protect the health and safety of a child or children. And they normally come out these reports, for example, in domestic matters. When police officers respond to a domestic report, once a child is involved, okay, their duty to ensure the safety and welfare of the child. And therefore, they will partners with social development and other groups within the community in order to ensure the safety and welfare of such child or children. And it's their duty to arrest the perpetrator involved.
Members of the public were also cautioned of the consequences they face if they fail to do their legal obligation and report child abuse.
Well, there haven't been any cases really to say that there's one been taken before the court. But we as police officers will collect the evidence and put it before the DPP, and the DPP will make the decision.
Okay, so
in addition to that, if I can add though, the Children and Young Persons Act specifically speaks to what some of the legal consequences are, which are if you have been found to, during an investigation, be aware of a situation and you fail to report, there's a fine of $6,000 and a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years. So there are consequences attached to not reporting any crime committed against our children in the community.
In a very special segment, we now have a student takeover of 284 Media Studios. Take a look.
So everyone's gonna get a chance to comfortable. All right, raise your chin. Ready? Let me lay it down here.
Recently, we grade 5 students of the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School
paid a visit to the 284 Media Studio
to learn about jobs in the media. We filed this report.
There we go. Great job.
That's easy.
We arrived around 10:10 a.m. at the 284 Media Studio in Road Town, and we were eager to take on the day ahead. Our class was split into 3 groups: reporters, cameras, and editors. We, the reporters group, were led by Jacques Wooden.
During this session, we learned about news reports and writing articles, how to do interviews, and other daily activities that take place in the newsroom. We also got the opportunity to use these skills in our very own interviews. We first spoke with our classmates in the editor group about their experience.
My name is Sequoia Fraser, and I'm here with
Antonio Siberan.
How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Okay, so would you say you want to become an editor in the future?
Probably.
What are you currently learning in this session?
On how to edit.
Can you give us more details?
How to use, how to record, and how they make songs and more.
So would you say you want to do this as a career?
As I said, probably.
Hi, my name is Judens Joseph. What's your name?
My name is Jonathan Can.
Which school do you go to?
I go to Ebenezer Thomas, and I come here to represent them at 284 Media.
Good morning. My name is Walden Charles, and welcome to 284 Media. Let's start with your name.
I'm Rhea Williams.
And what school do you attend?
I attend Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
How did you feel when you did your speech at House of Assembly?
I felt nervous at the start, and then I just said it with ease. I said it with ease.
Welcome to 284 Media. I would like to have you as my guest.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's start off with which school do you go to?
Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
Do you come here to represent them?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your school about?
About children learning every subject in class.
What kind of subject do they teach?
Language. Not enough? Language, math, science, social studies, Spanish, music, and dance. That's it.
Even though we were in a different group, we also spoke with the camera operators. We were learning about how to hold and record with the camera.
What is your name?
My name is Shurisma Alexander.
What did you learn today?
I learned how to operate the cameras and how to interview myself.
Hi, my name is Joshua Daniel, and I am from Ebenezer Thomas Primary School. What's your name?
My name is Chabai Harikan, and I'm from Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
My name is Francis John Niles. I'm from Ebenezer Thomas Primary School. And you?
Hi, Francis Niles. It's a pleasure meeting you. I am Miss McFarlane, the grade 5 teacher of the Ebenezer Thomas Primary School.
I want to sleep.
Finally, we stepped up to the mic to record our story. The final step before handing over our report to the editors.
So when we finish record, I'm going to bring it over here on my computer, and then we're going to edit it. And y'all going to tell me what y'all want me to do, and I'm going to do it. Yeah.
We then said goodbye to our new friends at 284 Media and set off to our next adventure.
For 284 News, my name is Timmy Maduro.
Kejani Blaine.
Kamoya Bess.
Josiah Harris.
The High Court of the Virgin Islands has published its annual jury list, kicking off the process of revising and finalizing the pool of eligible jurors for 2024. In accordance with standard procedures, the registrar and 4 court assessors will convene from March 18th to the 20th, 2024 from 9 a.m. at the court's location on the 4th floor of the SACAL building to review and update the list as deemed appropriate. And I quote, the registrar may make changes to the list as he or she thinks fit, either by adding or striking out names or otherwise. The announcement states any individual, whether included or excluded from the initial list, maintains the right to appear personally or through legal representation to claim qualification or eligibility or ineligibility to serve as a juror during the revision period. Those unable to attend in person can submit written notice to the registrar outlining their claim supported by any evidence as required, promoting and prompting an inquiry into their specific circumstances. The registrar will then, and I quote, as far as he or she reasonably can, inquire into the claim. The court stated regarding the evaluation of submitted evidence, subject to the right of the appeal under Section 13 of the applicable law, the registrar's final decisions on revising the jury list will be considered conclusive. All persons remaining on the finalized list after the registrar's revision will be qualified and obligated to serve as jurors throughout the 2024 list if summoned, unless specifically exempted due to illness or unavoidable circumstances. The annual jury list revision process ensures a qualified updated pool of Virgin Islanders that they are available for the potential jury duty, a critical component of the territory's judicial system and administration of justice. The full list is available in the Gazette on the 284 Media platform.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The heart of the Virgin Islands will beat to the rhythm of tradition as the BVI Heritage Dancers announces their 45th anniversary celebration. The special concert titled Preservation and Innovation will take place on March 17th at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium. Long-standing member Mr. Timothy Hughes recently spoke about the upcoming concert and the special place the Heritage Dancers has in BVI culture.
Well, I started in 2004. I was in first form, so naturally I started with the Junior Heritage Dancers, and then we started a natural progression through the Senior Heritage Dancers. And the group of people that have been a part of, I'll speak to the Junior first, we have all grown up together, literally, for the most part. Most members have been a part of the group for some 20 years. And to be a part of the cultural fabric of the Virgin Islands to me is something to be proud of. I am honored to be a culture bearer, quote unquote, to carry on the legacy of the Virgin Islands through dance. And that's something that I think most of us, if I can speak for the group, we are all proud to be a part of.
Wonderful. The landmark event will feature vibrant choreography, traditional music, and a celebration of the cultural legacy passionately preserved by the BVI Heritage Dancers for 4.5 decades. Hughes shared details about the event.
We have the 45th anniversary concert at the H. Leverty Stout Community College's Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium on the 17th of March. That is Sunday after next. And we are excited to put on such a show. The theme for the show is innovation and preservation. And it speaks to, I guess, the changing of the guards. If you can see the preserving the culture and what I think the older generation would have known, and sort of infusing the newer elements to appeal to a younger audience, to a fresher audience. And I think it's going to be exciting. We're all excited to put on such a show.
Wonderful. So tell us about the cost, of course, and tell us about the time.
It starts at 7:30 p.m. at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium. As I said before, tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children 4 to 16.
In order to preserve Virgin Islands culture, Hughes said it is important to introduce cultural forms at a young age.
When I think back on my journey, had I not started in 2004 as a first form student, joining the Junior Heritage Dancers, I probably wouldn't have been exposed to it as much. The thought would have been there, but I think jumping right into it at such a young age and being exposed to that form of culture, it speaks volume. And I think if we were to all find our own niches, be it tart making, storytelling, craft making, whatever your niche is, and it speaks to, start at a young age.
Understood.
And I think if we were to take that approach, the culture of the Virgin Islands would be able to live on.
The BVI Heritage Dancers was established on March 17th in 1979 by Eileen Parsons, OBE. Initially, she had a vision to form a group that would not only preserve the traditional dances of the British Virgin Islands, but also share them with the world. British Virgin Islander Erdeja Hodge left spectators in awe at the New Balance Indoor Nationals on Sunday as she bid farewell to her high school indoor track career, ending the competition with 2 gold medals and 1 silver. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this report.
The day started on a high note for track and field sensation Erdeja Hodge of Mount Verde Academy in the 60-meter final. Displaying her versatility, she clinched a second-place finish with a time of 7.22 seconds. The top spot in the 60-meter race went to Brianna Selby of Speed Evolutions Athletics Club, who set a new meet record and the personal best time with a winning time of 7.19 seconds. Here's a look at that race.
Good false start.
And they get another chance.
And we have a
all right, and we are off. Selby immediately got a great start. Hodges right to her inside, to the right, but that will be all. Selby 7:18 unofficially.
Back last year in 2023, but Selby was determined. She didn't get the best start, and her transition into upright running was not fantastic. Look, she's staying a little low. She's drifting into the lane to the right, but you could just tell it was just, she wanted it just a little bit more than everybody else.
Erdeja returned with vengeance in her second event of the day, the 200-meter race, and delivered, successfully defending her 200-meter title in a remarkable time of 22.96 seconds. Hodge's electrifying run not only secured her victory, but also distinguished her as the sole finalist from the 2 semi-final heats to break the elusive 23-second barrier. Teammate Deja Reed demonstrated the strength of Mount Verde Academy's sprinting squad, securing a solid second place with a time of 23.67 seconds. Shadia Gray of Run Fast Track Club claimed the 3rd spot, clocking in at 23.82 seconds.
Clearly, I don't know what's going on. Out. You could really see Erdeja is working that curve. She made sure she swung off that curve. What a great start, and she is working her way up that hill.
Come on, Daddy, off that turn, baby.
That is pure power. Keep an eye on that clock.
Wow, what is she gonna run, my baby girl? Erdeja 22.95 for your defending 2-time national champion, corrected to 22.96.
The crowning glory came as Hodge anchored the 4x400 meter race, running the lead off leg with a split time of 55.84 seconds that propelled Mount Verde Academy to a gold medal triumph and a new championship record of 3 minutes 38.18 seconds, shattering their previous record of 3 minutes 45.69 seconds set in 2023. The team's talented athletes, including Jamal Smith from the United States Virgin Islands, contributed significantly significantly to the record set in feet. Smith clocked 52.81 in the second leg, followed by Alvia Williams with 54.13 seconds in the third leg, and Deja Reed anchoring with 55.42 seconds.
They are off a very clean start. Deja Hodge, she is not afraid to go ahead and take that lead. She is a short sprinter,
and cheer for these ladies.
But she is not afraid of that 400 as well. She is out there in that white uniform, in the singlet, in lane 5. She gets to the break first. Let's see if she can hold it.
Let's see if she can hold on to this. And again, remember, last year she split a 54.09, so it should be no problem for her to be able to maintain and hold.
Absolutely, but it has been a long day for her, Jasmine. She's already running the 60. She's already running the 200, a 22.9 at that. So it's going to be a tough one. And it looks like Deja Hodge is hurting right now as Bullish Track Club is starting to gain a little bit. But Deja Hodge, she's a powerful runner. She represents the British Virgin Islands. She's used to competing to this level as she passes off in first.
Job done. She maintained that lead. She put them in a good position.
And that was a 55.9 from Deja Hodge. She has plenty of races on her legs, but NVA looks to hold the lead that they gave her.
NVA and Bullish. They've got a pretty good lead out in front of the other ladies.
That's Michelle Smith from NVA. Bullis in second, Run Fast in third, Union in fourth, Bullis B in fifth. And Michelle Smith, I feel like she has just been getting faster and faster every time the camera has gone on her.
She's a fan of the camera.
She is. Michelle is not going to let up anytime soon. She's going to hand off in first. Easy peasy for her.
So we are now in the third leg, and the crowd is cheering right now.
And check that split.
Woo! A
52.9 from Michelle Smith as she passes off to Olivia Williams. Let's see what Olivia Williams is going to do. She's extending that lead, but listen, Bullis is not that far behind.
Bullis is not far behind at all, and that is still a team to look out for.
That's Sydney Sutton. She has the height, but will she gain? Because so far that is all Williams.
And they are coming into this last 50 off the curb. MVA coming in first, Bullis in second.
Will we see a new meet record? Is 3:45 is not the time to beat, it's the time to get a new meet record.
The third leg with a split of 54.2.
These girls are moving. Look at that stride. She is chilling up there.
That stride is beautiful. This is like, she looks so relaxed, but you could tell she's still moving.
Absolutely. That looks like that's Deja Reed.
And we are in that bell lap. So let's keep an eye on the clock as well.
Now the time to beat is 3:47. The meet record 3:45. Held by them
to go.
Why not beat your own record?
Why not? 50 meters to go. We are coming into the finish line. It will be MVA all day. This is their title. Bullis will come in second.
And 3:38. They got the new meet record.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's News Weekend Roundup. Be sure to follow us next week for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com. And of course, like us on Facebook at tweet4media and tweet4BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you next week. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Happy Saturday. Goodbye.